My name is Brian, Chief Mechanic here at Helmet Center. I've been wrenching on motorcycles since I was about 10 years old. So around 2017, I decided I'd go ahead and get certified for the classes, seeing, like I said, it was here and it would be, certificates. People were wondering about whether or not, I had a lot of knowledge anyhow, but it just kind of cemented it and gave me more or less a factory certification. I have the mechanical aptitude. I can turn around and take something that somebody gives it to me in a basket case and put it back together. I mean, I just recently ended up redoing a KX 350 for somebody. It was a dirt bike. A lady come up and said, "Hey, I hear you work on bikes through another friend. My husband is deployed. We want to go ahead and put this together and have it for a surprise for him." So, I mean, she brought this thing to me in 3 baskets. And the crankshaft bearing was locked up solid, so I had to put a crank in it. She had the crank kit, so we put everything together, from scratch. I was able to figure everything out and get it put back together. And I've always had that aptitude, that ability to do things like that. So, and it pays dividends sometimes in some of the stuff that comes in. People probably bring their rides here to Helmet Center because we're local. It's not a corporate. It's actually less expensive, to be completely honest with you. We here pride ourselves on taking care of our customer and making sure it's right. We take a little bit of time to make sure that it's right. And that's the biggest thing. I mean, the cost and the history that we've had here. Being a rider and working on the bikes, or even selling stuff here, gives us a little bit more of a sense or a feel of the product and of, the people that are coming in. We feel the same way they do about our rides, so we tend to turn around and look at their rides the same way. The same thing as being, a rider wrencher or a rider salesman. You have more insight as to what they might be looking for, or what they're looking for, or some of the stuff that they've run into. Like rain gear, comms equipment, stuff like that. We've had them, so we know a little bit more about the compatibilities, the changeovers, and everything else. Same thing here as far as working on bikes and stuff. Have a little bit more information on, what to look for, things here, especially in the valley. This is a completely different environment. You're basically in I call it the valley of the oven. So our ambient temperatures here are a lot higher, so it affects the bikes. It affects tire wear, it affects chain wear, it affects rider wear. So we know a few more things. I used to commute 45 miles one way every day. So, and that's where most of the mileage that came on my Blackbird is. I think it's got 214,000 miles on it. So that commute back and forth, I learned a lot about how to stay cool, and different things like that. So that's what gives us, that's the nice thing about being local.